Button.
All right, Bruce, what do we got here? I guess it's pretty clear. Asking 70. Seller estimates the value at 70. We have no comp from Bruce, so we have no clue what it's really worth. And yes, the seller will no, the seller will not own finance, but they will lease purchase.
Yeah, Ron, I just got that when I was coming up to the boot camp. I got here Thursday night late, and my VA talked to him, but I haven't.
You haven't talked to him, right?
Correct.
Okay, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,400 square foot house, and it looks like it's in. It says it needs repairs. Do you have any idea how much?
No.
All right. Okay. Well, you need to get on the telephone with them and see what they have in mind. If it's free and clear. First, if I were you, I'd go do some comps on it. You can do that in the back of the room there if you want. Find out what you think it's worth. It's in Florida, Venice, huh? Okay. I'll bet you it's worth more than that, unless it's in a war zone or something. So you got to, huh? No, he needs to spend a little time with this VA before we go back in VAs.
Correct.
Okay. Always easier to fire than train. A couple of questions first. On the short sales, John is putting offers on what kind of condition are the properties in? John, that's kind of a question for you. They're probably all kinds of conditions, aren't they?
Yeah, the properties we're doing short sales are typically anywhere from, they have mortgages on them anywhere from $300,000 up to about $1 million. So they're in pretty decent shape, but they're pretty over leveraged at this point.
Yeah. So while we're on that subject, I'm sure it's in here somewhere, but let's just make sure we cover it. What's a short sale prospect? First of all, it is not a pretty house that's over leveraged. At least not a short sale prospect that I'm going to pay cash to buy, because I'll never get it discounted down far enough. A short sale prospect might be a pretty house. I mean, a house that's over leveraged that is ugly, and I might get it discounted. Even then, it's going to be tough. Because guys, I'm going to pay cash for a house. Some of you have not been to Quick Start School yet. Not been there yet. Not been. Let me see. Okay. If I'm going to pay cash for a house, you know that I'm going to pay probably, I don't know, somewhere around 55-60% of the R, or I'm not buying it. And obviously, we're buying it for less than that. So why pay more? And that means that my chances of getting that lender to discount it down to that are just very remote in cases where they're financed to the max or beyond, even when they're ugly, really. The best candidates, though, are ones with the big seconds on them. And we can get rid of the second by negotiating it down to practically nothing, maybe say 10 cents on the dollar. Or the ones that do have some equity in them, and especially if they're ugly. So they already got equity in them, and they're ugly. Now I can get that baby down there to where I pay cash for it. So John, you tell me, what's your best candidates for short sales?
Well, what we're doing is like I said, 300 to about $1 million is the mortgage that's owed on them. We're getting them negotiated down to about a third of what's owed on them.
Okay, that's on the higher price houses.
That's correct.
That's correct. High price houses are good short sale candidates, and they will take huge hits on those deals. So in fact, there's a whole business within a business right there. Go call the business with the big mortgages that are way in the fall, and then create a short sale, discounting that thing down 6 figures. And now when you get it down, you get a $300,000 house down to $100,000, or a $500 or $1 million house down to $350,000. Now we get a home run. Right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I know you're absolutely skeptical as to whether that could happen, especially where you live. But I can tell you, it's happening all over America, whether you choose to participate in it or not. I built a house in North Carolina, South Carolina. I had $1.6 million in building it. That house went into foreclosure ultimately. You know what that house was bought for from the bank? $275,000. I'm telling you, the high-end houses are the last thing the bank wants to keep. They want to get them off their books as fast as they can, and they're the ones with the least amount of cash buyers coming through. So they'll take you months. In fact, it's always been the case. They'll take huge discounts. What's the biggest discount you ever got on a short sale, John?
About $600,000
Discount.
It was a $930-some-thousand loan. We got down to $320, $325, something like that.
What was it worth?
In today's dollars,
Yeah.
It was worth about $4.5, $4.75. And we flipped it quick. We did a double closing, cash buyer for $365, $375, something like that. Can't remember.
All right. Okay, next question. How long do you have to keep a property in order to avoid capital gains taxes? You will never avoid capital gains taxes if you sell a house. The way you avoid capital gains taxes is die. And I know that's not real appealing to you, but it is ultimately what's going to happen. So you're either going to pay long-term capital gains or short-term capital gains. Long-term 15% right now this year. Short-term 35% if you're in that bracket, and you will be if you can make much money. The way to avoid them is do 1031 tax deferred exchange, or don't sell them, or buy them in your IRA, and then there is no capital gains tax as well. When buying subject to, what script do you use to convince the seller to give you the deed, even though you are only taking over payments and a loan remains in their name? The script is actually in your green course. It's actually in your Quick Start Real Estate School manual, and you are buying the property. Don't think for a minute that you're not. When somebody gives you the deed, when they hand that deed to your attorney, you own their property just the same as if you paid off their loan. Title has transferred. Loan stays in their name. Loan stays attached to the property, but title has transferred. You own the property. So the script is, I've already given it to you once today, though. I'll buy your house, but I have to take over your payments, which means the loan will stay in your name until I get it paid off sometime in the future. Will that work for you? If the answer is yes, you go get the deed. If the answer is no, you won't. Or you can get into the lease option mode. In fact, you heard me give the gentleman I had up here on the stage an option. Would you rather sell a house or would you rather lease it? What did he say? Sell. What would most of us say? Sell. Okay, well, I can buy it, but under the conditions that I take over your debt, the loan stays in your name until sometime in the future, I cash it out. Now, if they say okay with that, take it subject to, if you want to. If you don't want to, don't even bring it up. Just do a lease purchase instead. All right? Here's one submitted by Carla from Georgia. $24,000 loan on it. They're asking $50,000. She thinks it's worth about $55,000. Carla, I don't see a payment. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's low. The payments are current. The seller will not. It looks like the seller will not lease purchase it, but will refinance it. Where are you at, Carla? Okay, did you talk to the seller? They're asking $75,000?
Yeah.
And you think it's worth $55,000? The seller says it's worth $55,000.
Yeah, my comp showed it about $55 also.
All right. Well, are you dealing with an investor here?
No, son of the woman who died.
All right, well, can you point out to the son that he's asking too much?
Yeah, I said that was a little high.
A little high? Why don't we just tell it like it is? Why don't we just say you're asking way too much for the house? I can't get comps anywhere much over 50 and you're asking 75. So should we continue this conversation, or do you choose to talk about a reasonable price?
Well, I asked him what the lowest he would take, and he told me to come look at it and then make him an offer.
Good. Now what do you say?
I went and looked at it.
Huh?
I went and looked at it. I haven't made an offer yet.
And what should you have said? Want to try that on me?
Sure.
I'm the buyer, you're him. What's his name?
James.
James? James? What's the least you take for this house?
Well, why don't you come look at it and then make me an offer?
Well, James, I'll be happy to come look at it after I find out there's a reason. In order for me to determine that, I need to answer my question. What's the least you take for the house?
How about 60?
What would be your next choice?
Well, I got to pay off debts, so 55 would be my rock bottom.
James, you know that was not worth, only worth the 50s top, don't you? Don't you?
Yes.
Okay, and you said that you would sell or finance it.
No, not willing to sell or finance because I have to pay off debts.
Says you're willing to sell or finance it. Circle yes.
Oh.
Are you willing to sell or finance it or not?
No, sorry, no.
No? So you want a lease option instead?
I need to get some cash.
Huh?
I need to get some cash.
How much cash?
I don't know how much cash I need.
How much cash do you need to get out of it?
45,000.
All right, so you're saying if you don't get 45, you won't sell it?
I don't know what you would say. No, okay, no, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, I won't give you 45 cash because it's only worth in the 50s. So that brings it down to either I buy it from you with owner financing or I lease option it from you. Or if any of those, either one of those interest you.
Which one would you give me a cash down payment?
I won't give you a cash down payment for either one of them.
Okay, let me think about it.
Would you rather have payments or nothing?
Payments?
Payments? I'm offering you that in two different ways. Sell financing or lease purchase. Do you want to sell it or not?
Yes.
Yes? Which would you prefer? You want to sell it
seller
with owner financing or you want to lease it to?
Seller finance, I guess.
Okay. What do you have in mind?
It's 50,000 at 8%. 10,000 down.
I might give you 50,000, but I don't generally pay interest. What's the lowest monthly payment you can take?
800 a month.
Come on now, James. You know we can't even rent the house for $800 a month, so you know I'm not paying you $800 a month. Plus taxes, plus insurance, and plus maintenance.
How about 500?
How about 300? Will 300 work for you?
I guess so.
Well, if it'll work, I'll come out and take a look. But if it won't, there's no reason for me to. Because I'm not going to get a lot more than that out of the marketplace, and I'm not a non-profit organization on purpose, James.
Okay, thanks.
All right, good. All right. Thank you. Give her a round of applause. Okay, we got a $100,000 asking price on this one. $100,000. Seller thinks it's worth 100, asking 100. Seller owes 88, $636 a month payment. Seller said no, they will not owner finance, but yes, they will lease purchase. And it is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,250 square foot house in
Atlanta.
Okay, who's this?
Mike.
All right. Talk to me. You talk to the seller?
Yes, I have.
All right. What's the conversation like? Speak up loud in that mic, please.
No, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Basically, he's waiting on you to make him an offer.
Waiting on you to make him an offer.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he owes 88. You only asked
83.
100. Huh?
83.
What?
Yeah, he owes 83, correct.
Oh, 83, sorry. Okay. So make me, I'm him. Make me the offer.
I was going to call him back next week after you told me
All right, you do it while you're on the phone. Make me the offer. My name is Sam. Sammy?
Sammy.
All right, I'm Sammy. Make me the offer.
Sammy, let's see. Willing lease purchase. I see that you want. Forgot what it was you want. You're asking $900 a month. I can't.
Where's it say that?
Oh, down in yeah.
Oh, well, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. So, Sammy, I give you $1,000 down and $650 a month.
His payment's $636. Why you want to do that? What do you care? You don't think he cares about the $14 a month? You just tell it like this. Sammy, I'll lease out the property from you for what you owe and my rent will equal your payment. Will that work for you?
No.
Okay. You have an option? You have a different option?
I'll lease it for you for what I owe, but I need $10,000 now.
Well, I wish you a lot of luck getting it, but it won't be for me. You honestly think somebody's going to give you $10,000 down?
Maybe.
Well, perhaps you should go ahead and see if the market will do that. Keep my number and let me know if they don't, will you?
Okay. All right.
Okay, because if I lease out it from you, I'm going to pay rent equal to the payment, and that's all I'm going to do, because frankly, you have very little in equity in it, and I won't be able to get hardly any monthly spend from it, because the market just won't pay it. And since I'm responsible for the repairs, I'm not interested in giving you any money down.
Okay.
Done. Tell it like it is.
Okay.
And quit dancing around the issue. Just say it. All right? I want you to practice that until you get really good at it. One more, and we're going to get going. $60,000 asking, $120,000 the seller thinks it's worth, 110 Kenneth thinks it's worth, free and clear. Says yes, they'll owner finance it. Yes, they'll lease purchase it.
Yeah, well, actually, no, they won't want to finance it, but they would consider lease purchasing it if they can't sell it right away.
Okay.
And the reason he won't want to finance it is because he just got it back from a foreclosure. From
You'll
owner
lease
finance.
purchase it from him, won't you? He's only asking 60, man. And I know he says all cash, but that doesn't mean anything to me. Here, let me mark that out. Then you won't be able to see it anymore. So why don't you just point blank say, listen, I'll lease option it from you for the 60, and I'll pay you $300 a month, and give me at least 3 years on it. How's that? Now, there's only two things he's going to do. He's going to come back and say no, and tell you what's wrong with your offer, or he's going to say okay. Because he foreclosed on it. It's pretty clear. You don't want to mess with it. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square foot house, guys. You can take that thing and turn right around and probably sell it for the 120 by putting a lease option buyer in there and give a little time to clean up their credit. Plus get a nice $500, $600 a month positive cash flow on it.
Sounds good.
All right, I want you to do this one. You got a mentor? Huh? No? All right, this deal's screwed. I mean,